everybody. Well, we definitely got some rain last night and yesterday. I don't know what we did end up with or as far as how many inches of rain, but it's definitely enough to probably keep us out of beans today and get us to switch back to corn. So we've got some trucks to dump, and then we'll probably switch Dad's combine back over to corn, and we'll just have to see where we go from there. I don't know which farm we'll go to, or if we'll just do something here close. Just have to wait and see when he gets taking the first load in. And look, there's my seat belt. No DOT violation there. Well, I just brought this first load in here to Cargill, and they turned it away. It's above their moisture acceptance. It's 16%. Their cutoff's 15%. This is the first load we did yesterday, so they're a little too wet. That's why we didn't want to keep them in the bins. They don't want to switch their dry beans, so they don't take wet beans here. They only take dry beans, or what they can dry them and then, or what they can blend. Apparently 16 is too wet. When they're the only elevator around, you can do stuff like that. This used to be an ADM that was bought by Cargill, and when it was ADM, there's a Cargill up the road also, so they would compete for business, and things were nice. Now, they don't have to compete for business, they can do whatever they want. So, that's a pain in the butt, but there is a small mill up the road. The prices are not as good there, but I don't have any other options, so that's where I'm going. Well, I just got up here to the other elevator that I'm going to take these beans to now, and I'm sitting here waiting to scale in. I got a text from our local Cargill. We are currently experiencing network issues and are unable to check customers. We will update when resolved. Thanks for your patience. We get stuff like this from them every day. They're the only place I know that has more breakdowns than we do. Before I dump this truck, I need to make sure there's no water stuck in the still in the doghouse. That'd be bad to dump water into a bean bin for the legs. Well, no water, so that's a plus. Hey guys, we just finished dumping trucks. Dad had a doctor's appointment that ended up taking about 4 hours longer than he expected, so he's still not here. But like I said, I'm done with the trucks now, so I'm gonna go unhook my combine from the bean head so it can be put back in the barn, and then get his ready for corn harvest, because I think we're going to try to run a few loads of corn this evening. But the sun's finally coming out, and it looks like the chances of rain have dissipated. So see if we can't get a few acres knocked out before the night's over. In yesterday's video, a couple people asked me about our yield monitors and our ag leaders that we have in the combines. I don't really know what you want to know about them, so I mean, that's my ag leader. It's an In Command 800. There's the sieve, which is the computer that runs the combine settings. So I mean, if you have any questions or anything specific you want to know, just let me know in the comments of this video, and I'll try to address it in the next video that I'm in a combine. I told George I wouldn't put that on these videos, but today hasn't been all that interesting and I'm running out of content. So, story time. Yesterday George hit that electric line with the grain cart auger and stretched it a little bit. He is way more upset about it than anybody else though, so not that big of a deal. It didn't break it, nothing got hurt, no one got hurt, nothing got broke, so just stretched a little bit, pulled a couple insulators out of the pole, that's all. Hey guys, a couple people complained in the last video that there was dust on the limbs. I've been noticing it too, and it's been bugging the crap out of me also. I tried to clean it the best I could. It's kind of difficult with this particular camera, but let me know if it's still an issue. See what else I can do. Outside of drilling a hole in the side of the camera, I really don't know what else can be done. I'm trying to avoid that.
I feel like Steven Spielberg.
Oh, you don't look like him. There's the bolts sheared out of it. Hey guys, I was saying in yesterday's video that we were having trouble cleaning up our soybean samples. So Spouse came with a different sieve this year to try to help clean up soybeans. So Dad went ahead and ordered a couple sets of them last night, and our salesman, he just brought them down, so go here and check them out. Well, change of plans. Being that it's so late in the day and they brought that new sieve, we're gonna try to put it in. And the sun's shining, air's moving. Beans probably aren't fit, but we are gonna try to put that sieve in and then make it around just to see if it's worth putting in the other combine or not. So that's where we're at for now, but knowing us, that's subject to change in the next 20 to 30 minutes. Well, if we just had those in there, we'd be in business. Looks like there's gonna be a lot of bad words, a lot of smacked fingers.
This?
Huh?
This? Is that part of the sieve?
Yeah, this bar stays.
Yeah. What's this bar we just took out?
Oh, it comes out, yeah.
We're gonna take that. Hold out. Get this one out here.
Kayla, how's date night going? She's hijacked the Brown Farms Facebook account. Hard to tell what kind of crazy nonsense will be on there. Alright folks, what we got going on here, the parts we are replacing in this combine are the lower sieves, which is the last piece I just took out. We're putting what's called, I think it's called the frog tooth sieve in it. It's got less, let me just show you. This sieve is closed all the way down right now, which is how you run it in beans. Grain rushes over here and falls through these holes. The new sieve has less clearance there. You see, so the idea is that only beans can fall through that hole. And less pods and stems and other chaff from the crop. So hopefully we can clean up our grain sample a little bit better. So what'd you have done this morning? What kind of procedure was it?
Goes up your rear end, looks around. Starved me to death 2 days. Jeez, God. Happy Mom ain't used to that.
Wasn't expecting that.
Stick that up your butt.
Well, not only did Dad have a colonoscopy today, he also has a pinched sciatic nerve, I think it's called, and make things just a little bit worse for him, I think he has a kidney stone coming in. So, he just went home, and in the morning we're going to put this new lower sieve in. I think that's going to be it for today. He's pretty wore out, and I don't think he's supposed to do anything today. So, but that's it for today. It ended up being a 0 acre day, but we ended up getting some stuff done. I didn't think they were bringing this sieve today, so I'm kind of excited that we were going to have it in there for the weekend. But thanks for watching. Like us on Instagram at Brian's Outdoor Videos and on Facebook at Brown Farms, and we'll see you on the next video. Morning everyone. Today I'm heading back over to the farm to finish putting the sieve in my combine. I think today's video is just going to be looped in with yesterday's, because I'm only going to work about half a day, so there probably won't be very much footage to make a full video with, so I'll probably do that. I've got some family stuff after that, and then a wedding and whatnot, so pretty much going to end the day. And then tomorrow we'll be back to bean harvest. But yeah, this morning we're going to run and put that sieve in there. So, I don't know, might try it out. It just depends on what time it is when we get done with that. Alright, there's the new parts. Just to reiterate, there's nothing broken on this sieve. Like, there's nothing, this was not a breakdown. This was us trying to put some, I guess you'd call it some higher performance parts in these machines. Like I said, we were having trouble getting a clean sample, and we've always struggled to get it as clean as we would like it. It's never been this bad before. I don't know if that's because the beans are really tough, or maybe it's just the hybrid or variety of beans that we are shelling or cutting right now. But so there is nothing wrong with this machine, but hoping that new sieve will make it just perform a little bit better in the beans. They say it won't sacrifice any performance in corn. I hope that's true. So we'll just have to put it in there and try it out. That's why we're putting it in my machine. It doesn't do corn ever, so ideally I would like to put it in my machine, run a little bit of corn just to double check before we put it in Dad's. Probably won't happen. He'll probably run some beans with my combine tonight while I'm going, and if it works good, order him one and go get it this weekend. Just to update everybody on my field view, I'm still having issues with it. I did get an email from I don't know if he's what you'd call him, the regional guy for this area, the other day or yesterday, requesting some information out of the monitor, but it's getting pretty frustrating. We started harvest September 15th. It's now October 6th. They've been aware of the issues since shortly after we started, so would really like to get that fixed, because that is not a free service. I do believe that there's a subscription on that, and we had to pay, I think, $250 or $300 per machine to put it in it. So I don't know, I'd really starting to get pretty frustrated about it. New sieve, old sieve. I think I tried to explain yesterday what the difference between them was as far as the gaps here to let clean grain through, but I guess we should talk a little bit about like what exactly that lower sieve's responsibility is. When it goes through that sieve, whatever goes through there is going in the grain tank. Underneath of this bottom sieve is a clean grain auger, or clean grain elevator. There's a cross auger right here. It takes the corn or beans or whatever we're harvesting up to the clean grain elevator, and then it goes into the grain tank. So that's why we're replacing this. Maybe keep some of that stuff from coming down through there into the grain tank. At least that's the idea, but I hope it works.
Whoa!
While we've got the top sieve out of the combines, or out of my combine, we're going to clean it up. Try to free it up a little bit. It's got a lot of debris and chaff in there, so we're going to try to dig it out, maybe put some penetrating oil on it. Maybe that way they'll move and adjust a little freer. Couldn't hurt, that's for sure. But I try to bend the teeth that are bent back into place. Well, we got it all back together. I did make a mistake when I was explaining how that sieve works. It doesn't necessarily go into the grain tank. If it falls to that bottom sieve, it will go to the return auger first. So that was a little mistake on my part, but everything's back together now. So I think Dad might try it and see this afternoon, see how it works while I'm going. Still don't have the field view app working though. Well guys, that'll be it for today. Like I say, I'm only working about half a day today. I think Dad might try out that new sieve in that combine here this afternoon after it dries out a little bit more. But so you guys won't be getting a video on Sunday. This would be what would come out Sunday. But thanks for watching, and then Monday you should get another nice bean video, providing the weather stays fit. Thanks for watching, we'll see you in the next one.